Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Othercide. So I've reduced the volume of the sound effect slightly because I found the sound effect very loud. Still, even though I reduced it a lot,
What memory
so
has this agony uncovered?
I reduced quite a little bit. Okay, so we have two. So in this particular week, we have two bonuses. Well, they're not always bonuses. Sometimes they're not that useful. Alright, let's germinate our daughter. Let's do the same thing as we
Give
always
life
done.
to our daughters.
Let's try not to make too many mistakes.
Please, guide her well. Now, unleash her on any who stand in her way.
Okay.
Please, guide her well.
We won't use Chris and Joe. We will make Chris and Joe later.
Now, unleash her on any who stand
So
in
we will
her
put
way.
Ada, Bella, and obviously we'll get Cindy. Okay. So the first mission is not always in the same map, but and the enemy layout
Take away
varies.
his tools of torture.
There is a random aspect to this game, and also I will go through the lore as well. So
How many have died to appease suffering's ambition? How many more?
okay. Cindy, you go settle this guy. Ada, you settle him. You know, the important thing is to try, for hard missions, is to try to kill enemies as quickly as you can.
Shred them down.
You can also flee the mission anytime by going to the flee hunt mission. Yeah, you know. It's okay to flee a mission. It just, you will lose daughters that already died, and in addition to that, your daughter can't be used for the remainder of the day.
One less to
That's the
plague the
biggest
innocent.
trouble.
The veil grows weaker. His power stronger.
Yeah, that's the biggest trouble, that your daughter can't be used for the remainder of the day.
Whatever we can to
Pretty much
prevent
you're
this
stuck.
torture.
And also, if you burst, you
They
lose the
worship
ability to
torture
act.
and call it science.
So see, Cindy was able to act twice before Ada, because she didn't go into burst. So it's quite important to avoid going to burst. But you know, I know the difficulty of this particular mission, so I can go into burst mode if I wish to do so.
Flawless.
Burst occurs when you use more than 50, when you have less than 50 AP remaining. If you have more than 50 AP remaining, you don't go into burst. You get to act sooner on the timeline. It's pretty important. Sometimes you have to go into burst mode. You don't really have
Come
a
what
choice.
may, we will slow suffering's progress. We've awoken from one nightmare, but
So
we may
here's the
soon
important
live another.
thing. Now, we know Shadow Rounds is important. We know Blacksmith's Grace is important because it allows us to tank. The question is Lightning Strike or Immovable Stance. Immovable Stance is very, very powerful as well. Because enemies move into your finishing range movement, or But enemies have to move in your melee range. And enemies that are already in your melee range, it doesn't proc it. You can hit multiple opponents. You can actually combine this with shadow rounds for devastating effects. You can kill easy enemies in one hit. So, I still prefer lightning strike. I still preferred.
Our daughters ache to battle the next nightmare.
You know, it doesn't mean hunt and impossible. The amphitheater. Yeah, it's a similar mission. So the problem is that I'm not entirely 100% sure whether it is a good idea or to use immovable stance because it costs HP. Now shadow rounds are different. Shadow rounds is a range attack, you know, not a melee attack. So it's a range
These
attack.
Statues remember no victory, no heroes, only pain.
It's a range attack with a large range as well. So it's slightly different. It's very much worth the HP reduction. So, very much worth it. Whilst immovable stance is melee, and units have to go into your melee range for it to work. So it's not always that useful because enemies that move into your melee range. Sometimes enemies don't move into a melee range. They decide not to do so. They're like, well, we don't want to move into a melee range. So that's the real problem. Yeah, that's the real problem. Is enemies don't move into your melee range. So what are you gonna do? Yeah, that's the real issue here.
The doctor has sent a new atrocity.
Yeah, but if units don't move into your melee range,
Exquisite.
it's gonna be much more difficult to handle them. No.
Flawless.
Yeah, it's gonna be more difficult to handle them. And
A bitter victory.
if you're not careful, you could lose your entire squadron.
They collect pieces of broken souls.
Yeah, they're definitely going for Ada.
More of his doctors. Or should I say acolytes?
They can't dodge.
I revel in her strength.
You can't stop progress. The cure will be found.
Scavengers. They are very dangerous, actually. They're not particularly easy to kill because of their high dodge. and they act very quickly. So
shatter them.
yeah, they have pretty good dodge, and
I revel in her strength. Shred them down. Will the poor one's suffering never end?
so
They worship torture and call it science.
The new shift has just arrived.
okay, so this guy's dead.
I revel
They are
in
easy to
her
kill,
strength.
but they are still quite dangerous. They're not some units you want to fool around with. No, they're not easily. Just a good idea to kill them. Bella would be able to get that guy. Blade Master is your
How
damage,
foolish my
you know?
fears.
And Shield Bearer is your control.
I revel
Same
in her
as your
strength.
same as your shooter as well. They're also controls as well.
Progress has its setbacks.
But the Blade Master makes a big difference. Blade Master has high damage. That's the difference. Damage is required to kill enemies, right? You can't kill enemies by infinitely taking damage, you know?
Let her flourish. It is done.
Excuse me.
But what falls today? What will you remember now?
Chance. Let's germinate a daughter.
Give life to our daughters.
Let's call her Helena. She'll be a shield bearer.
Please, guide her well.
Yeah, you don't get much more Vitae later on when you do hunt missions.
Now, unleash her on any who stand in her way.
You don't get much more Vitae,
Farewell, daughters.
and you only get as much Vitae as, like, how do you say it? Almost as much as beginning missions. Hunt missions later. Even the impossible hunt mission gives you 300 Vitae.
What they did to this child.
So
What forces they arrayed against an innocent.
you do get more experience, and especially penance missions, you get a lot more XP. Yeah. especially penance missions. You get a lot of experience. Alright, good to know they're going for Helena. So in this particular team, they will go for Helena, which is okay.
You can't stop progress.
Well,
the cure will
that
be
had to
found.
hurt. Southern damage, yeah. We knew that was coming.
Memories of another life. Guard them well.
Impasse unlocked. I'm not sure what impasse is.
Exquisite.
So we have 4 more enemies that will spawn. Maybe we'll back the F away because this guy's coming.
Striking.
The Plague Butcher is actually quite dangerous because they can act very fast.
What new
They have-
horrors must we face?
They have very decent initiative. No, they're not as high as the they're not as high as the little enemies, but they are pretty high. I don't like separating my daughters, but since they're attacking Helena,
They collect pieces of broken souls.
so they're pretty quick, the Plague Butchers. You just really need to take care of them ASAP. You don't want to wait too long. They aren't very dangerous because they don't have that much health, but they are still pretty strong. And they can hit twice if you're inside their
A
melee
bitter
range.
victory.
But if they move, they can only hit once.
No mercy.
New shift has just arrived.
Shatter them.
Yeah. Those little guys are annoying. Like, very much.
How foolish my fears. Flawless.
Yeah, Imbue Blade is actually really useful because it allows you to hit 2 targets. So if you get Imbue Blade right,
Memories of another life. Guard them
you
well.
can dish out a very high level of damage. So you just always look for opportunities with Imbue Blade. So what
Come
I do,
may, we will slow
We've awoken
sufferings
from
progress,
one
I also look for opportunities where I
but
can
we may
use it.
soon live another.
It does end your turn though. That's the only problem. You know.
Let
does end your
suffering
turn.
try to ruin us. We stand ready to fight.
Yeah, that's the only problem. Rescue mission, the Shore of Giants. Worst rescue mission possible, but see if we can build up damage. %. Wow, okay. Just pop her out. I don't like the Shore of Giants. As a rescue mission, it is the shittiest one. Excuse my language. It is the crappiest one. And there is some argument to bring two
Take
Blade
away his
Master
tools of torture.
rather than two shooters. Two Blade Master is also okay, but you need your standard Blade Master, Shield Bearer, and Shooter team. You really need it. The standard team is very important.
He crafted companions from his pain.
I hate this mission. I just don't know how you'd be able to do this mission without having to defeat a bunch of enemies. I don't know. And there's the little guys coming as well. Little guys is annoying. I hate them. They always nick me. Or just do a little bit damage to me. Like, can you not nick me? You can probably get the Bright Soul out. But what about the Bright Soul gets hit, you know? It's not worth it. Revenge attack. Sometimes you need to be careful.
Progress has its setbacks.
Feels like a serious setback to me.
How foolish my fears. Memories of another life. Guard them well. One less to plague the innocent. Whatever
Yeah.
we can to prevent
The damage
this
drawing is
torture.
a bit weird. Forget about him.
The doctor has sent a new atrocity. What new horrors must we face?
It's a little bit of damage. It's probably less if I use Blacksmith's Grace.
They worship torture and
Yeah,
call it
let them come to
science.
us. And we'll cause them pain.
They worship torture and call it science.
Excuse me. Sorry about that.
Shatter them.
Either lightning strike this guy.
No mercy.
Please. Okay, GG.
Whatever we can to prevent this torture.
Everybody move up. Yeah, if you can dispatch the enemies quickly, isn't too difficult. It's tile from the melee range. Come around, please. Yeah.
Bleed them dry.
Alright. Reinforced armor. Plague Guard is very strong, particularly with reinforced armor. But you know, armor doesn't do much against a Blade Master.
What new horrors must we face?
Well, that's a lot of Plague Butchers.
Will the poor one's suffering never end?
Yeah, I don't know, the damage is
Impressive.
a bit weird. Maybe I'll come back to take care of the Plague Butchers. So they will be causing us trouble. The Plague Guard is less of a problem.
them. Memories of another
There's all
life.
of them.
Guard them well.
The question is, do I have firepower to take all of them out? It's a pretty interesting question. Not when they're spaced out like this. Alright, I see one opportunity.
Will the poor one's suffering never end? Impressive.
Okay. We can tank here.
A bitter victory.
Yeah. So
Exquisite. Memories of another life.
it's what I
Guard
want.
them well.
Because it pushes me up the timeline. It puts me in a good position, you know. Yeah. That's fine.
Striking.
Temperance. Hold out here, please. And just kill that guy. He's much more
Impressive.
dangerous.
Memories of another life.
Flame torture.
Guard them well.
Dismisses Grace. 260 armor. It's gonna be able to let me tank difficult attacks, but still. I'm not sure I'll make it. I'll take some damage. This is fine. Yeah. It's fine. Temperance will be able to help very soon. So. Target locking. fine. Hitting again. Stupid. Unlock. Yeah, that hurts. Not much, but it still hurts. Yeah, that's the beauty of Blacksmith's Grace, because jeez, they've completely surrounded me. Okay.
How foolish my fears.
Temperance. How much damage massive shot do? 410.
A bitter victory.
It's gonna hurt a little bit. Yeah, it's still gonna hurt. Even all that armor, it's still gonna hurt.
Striking.
A clean cut.
That's why I'm not a big fan of
I
sword
revel
giants.
in her strength.
I really don't like it.
Whatever we can to prevent this torture.
Okay. Goodbye, bright soul. I'll see you again.
Flawless.
Okay, GG. We took some damage, but we made it. Yay.
Come what may, we will slow suffering's progress. Together, you are stronger. Suffering manifests again. We must rise.
Cut deeper. Deeper still.
What will you remember now? The remnant of the child's past has fled back into the void. Give life to our daughters. Please, guide her well. Now, unleash her on any who stand in her way.
Careful. You wouldn't want my scalpel to slip into innocent flesh.
Okay. Just adjusting my microphone. Sorry about that. Also,
Specimens to cut and probe and flay.
this is not going to be a difficult mission. I don't know. Some missions you can just steamroll, I guess. This is like a beginner's mission.
Exquisite.
Beginner's mission. Probably makes sense. We do have a level
Memories
1.
Of another life.
So
guard them well.
okay, Chris. Now what you gotta do?
How foolish my fears.
Yeah.
Memories of another life. Guard them well.
Indeed, GG.
Another terror to haunt us.
Okay.
They worship torture and call it science.
I think Chris by himself can take care of everything. I think Chris by
You
himself
can't
can
stop
do it.
progress. The cure will be found.
Okay. Alright, yeah, the cure will be found. Good.
Bleed them dry.
I agree with you. Okay. Bella, go for backstabs. Because that's what you're good at. You're in the perfect position to do so. GG.
Flawless.
Backstab is very powerful. Because it increases damage by 50%, it mitigates some of the armor. Not all of the armor, but some. So because it mitigates some of the armor, very, very
A
powerful.
bitter victory.
Okay, GG. I'm gonna have 10 daughters. I'm just gonna have. Probably I'm going to have
Come what may,
4
we will
Blade
slow
Master.
suffering's progress. We've
What I did
awoken from
before.
one nightmare,
Blade
but we may
Masters are very
soon
useful.
live another.
They can dance around, and then you can do a ton of damage. Armor mitigation. Armor mitigation is better. Operating table. No, this mission. Yeah, I might bring victory. I could also bring temperance. Victory. I want my blade master to level up. I want my blade masters to
What
level
more
up
must we sacrifice before the
rather
end?
than other units. You know, soul slingers, they can do a lot of damage. So if you gear them correctly, they can be very, very devastating. They can be even as devastating as Blade Masters, but it just depends on the situation. Victory. Let's take care of the big guy. Big guy's dangerous. Later on, there will be another big guy spawning later. Down there. So when we take care of this big guy, we just move down. Yeah. They have a lot of health. Not scared. Okay, Ada, you know what you need to do. GG.
Flawless. Memories of another life. Guard them well.
You can't stop progress. The cure will be
I
found.
can, if I want to. Okay, Ada. Ada will be target locked. That's fine. Not scared of that. Jill will be able to take care of this easily. Victory can take care of this as well.
Another terror to haunt us. I revel
Alright,
in her
Victory,
strength.
you're needed up there. And Ada, you're needed up there as well. Block this. So he can't pass through. He can still leap.
Will reap what suffering has
So that's the
sown.
most he can do. Alright, please kill this guy, please. Alright. This has 4 health. 4.
Shred them down.
Okay, so we'll do this. There we go. Stay up. Don't quit. I was about to say, don't hit or quit. Okay, GG.
Progress has its
I want a
setbacks.
victory to get the kill so she gets XP. Whoever gets the kill gets XP. I don't know. Maybe it's dependent on the damage that you
Of
do.
another life. Guard them well.
Maybe you want to output as much damage as possible. Just so you can get the max amount of XP. I don't know how it works exactly. But I know if you kill more enemies, you get more experience.
Come
That
what
one
may,
I'm sure.
we will slow suffering's progress. It is done. But what falls today may rise again tomorrow.
Germinator daughter.
Give life to our daughters.
Call you Carla.
Please, guide her well.
Your Blade Master as well.
Now, unleash her on any who stand in her way. The door has closed. The drama is over.
Okay. I want an intermediate team for this. Victory. I want temperance. Who has more damage? Temperance or Cindy? Temperance. All right. I want Cindy. I want a shield bearer. And I want a decent Blade Master. So, yeah. I want an intermediate level.
Careful. You
And then we
wouldn't
do
want
the
my
rescue
scalpel
mission
to slip into innocent
with a strong
flesh.
team. Yeah, with a very strong team.
They want us for their experiments.
Okay.
Joy will walk these streets again.
Bleed them dry.
Okay, we have a lot of Ravengers, scavengers. So we need to look after them first. Okay, they're the most important to take care of. Let's go confront them.
A bitter victory.
Helena. Helena has armor, so I'm not scared. Yeah, they're not interesting, huh? Okay, look like they're going for Cindy. That's what it looks like. I can't be sure.
I revel in her strength.
A clean cut.
Alright, Cindy. You know what you need to do.
How foolish my fears. Flawless.
Okay. 100%. That's good.
How foolish my fears.
Come around. This guy. We won't worry about him too much.
Another terror to haunt us.
Cindy will be able to take care of him. I don't know where the evac zone is going to be, so we'll stay approximately in the middle. We don't want to say anything else other than the middle. Because if you stay one corner, the evac zone could be close to that corner, right? And you succeed. It could be far away. You just want to stay in the middle. You don't know.
Bitter victory.
So it could be here, it could be there. Likely it's going to be the top rather than the bottom. Because the game is this way. Game is douchey this way. Bail for it. Go for the exit. As soon as you see it, go for it. Don't make any other decision. Any other decision is stupid. Because a lot of enemies will spawn and you won't have a chance.
Another terror to haunt us.
We'll take care of this guy. It doesn't cause us trouble. Everybody move.
What new horrors must we face?
This is a big map, so it's one of those missions.
The veil grows weaker.
So
His
actually,
power
with
stronger.
you can bring an extra blade master as well. Particularly with sidestep,
Worship
you can move
torture
up very
and call
quickly.
it science.
So
They worship torture and call it science.
okay, we can kill these guys.
They collect pieces of broken souls.
That's dangerous.
It will reap what suffering has sown. Shatter them.
Yeah, he just beat me to it as well. He just beat me. just 50. Yeah, I would kill this guy, but let's get out of here. It's not worth it.
More of his
Stop me from
doctors.
getting out,
Or should I say acolytes?
which isn't great. Now, Helena probably can tank them all.
Will the poor
what's
one's
the point?
suffering never end?
You know. Okay. I know. Okay.
Come what may, we
Yeah,
will
Sydney
slow
took a little
suffering's
bit of
progress.
damage.
Suffering has lost the link here.
1 second. Alright, I just had to check what time it is. I think it is time for me to go. We'll come back again later today to to continue this Let's Play. I will create another daughter,
Give life to our daughters.
Rebecca, and she'll be a shield bearer.
Please, guide her
Okay.
well.
So for the next mission, I will bring
Now, unleash her
Ada?
on any who stand in her way.
Bella, I think. Jill and Temperance. I need a strong team. I could bring Chris as well. It's possible. But I think I'll bring Temperance. Yeah. I think I will. I could bring Carla. but I think I'll bring Temperance. I think I will. Anyway, thanks all for watching. I do appreciate the view. We'll come back again tonight and continue this Let's Play. So let's go to the menu. And because we just finished a mission. Yeah, quitting to the menu after finishing a mission is okay. Anyway, that's it for today. That's it for now. Bye. See you guys next time.